Welcome, my fellow pride. I'm your host, King Leo. On today's episode of the Royal Rant, we're talking about fun. Yes, actual fun. Excitement and shaking off the everyday routine blues. So here's a confession. I used to think of fun only happened when something exciting was planned, like a trip, a concert, or an event. But then I had a realization. Life isn't one big highlight reel. If you don't make everyday moments fun, you'll spend most of your time just waiting. And waiting is boring. So today, we're making everyday life fun.
Can't you see, baby? You got me overthinking. Yeah, you got me overthinking. Yeah, you got me overthinking. You got me overthinking. You got me overthinking.
Upgrade your daily routines. Why let your daily tasks be boring when they could be entertaining? Most people go through the same routines without injecting any joy. Wake up, scroll, work, repeat. Let's try something a little different. Let's try a playlist swap. Change up your morning music. If you're one of those people that listen to music, blast like a motivational anthem or a ridiculous throwback. Like one thing I try, if you're anything like me, like I normally just hop in the car, turn on the music. It's just the radio. I listen to the same radio station. It's the same radio host talking about the same topics or the same kind of like antics or whatever. I never really changed it up. So one morning I was like, let's listen to something different. So I hopped on, I think it was like the early 2000s. I played that. I listened to songs that I have not heard in a long time. And I was like, bruh, I was in my car, like kicking it. I was singing, I was dancing. Like I got to work, I was fully energized. I was ready to go. Normally I get to work, I'm like tired. I sit there for a couple minutes before I get out the car. But now I got there, I was ready to go. I listened to let that last song finish, got out the car, I was ready to go. Changed my whole mood. So I definitely recommend it. Like change it up a little bit. Instead of listening to the same thing, the same news, the same talk show, like switch it up. And if you are still a talk show or you want to listen to the news, listen to a different news channel, listen to a different outtake, because sometimes it's to the same stuff. It keeps you in the same mood. Like just switch it up a little bit. And then even do this, play tiny challenges with yourself. Like when I say tiny challenges, I mean like make an everyday task a game. Like, so basically, see how fast you can fold the laundry, or even turn like a grocery trip into like a treasure hunt or some type of like game. Like, one time I went to the grocery store and I was on a diet. So I was like, I'm gonna try not to buy as much sugar. I'm gonna try not to buy as many sweets or, sodas or juices and stuff like that. So the grocery store I went to, I wasn't that familiar with stuff was at. So I turned it into like a little game and I was like, well, if I can find certain things in a certain amount of time, then I'll reward myself with maybe something small that's sweet or whatever like that. So I turned it into a little game and it was pretty fun. I mean, I found stuff pretty fast. I mean, it got a little workout and it made it fun and entertaining for me. Because personally, I hate grocery shopping. Like I am not a person that likes to grocery shop. If I can avoid it, I will. So it made it fun. I really didn't pay too much attention that I was actually grocery shopping. I had my headphones in. I was entertained. So try to switch it up, make things more entertaining for yourself, especially if it's something you don't like doing. Switch it up, make it entertaining. I guarantee, it works. Trust me. Another thing is like coffee ritual grow up. So if you haven't realized, it's gonna be some funny names to some stuff in in this episode. Just roll with me. Just listen, laugh. This is a fun episode. Let's just roll with the punches. Coffee ritual grow up. What that basically is like, change your coffee up a little bit. When I change it up, I know in the last episode I said change it up by, getting rid of it, like trying tea or something like that. In this episode, I ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about getting rid of coffee. We saying keep the coffee, but make it fancy, like get a different type of coffee. or use a fancy mug or like a fancy tumbler that's just outrageous and crazy, and then take a picture of that bad boy and write a review about it online and be like some outrageous, like crazy review about it, and just switch it up and, see how many people comment or encourage other people to do the same thing and post their pictures on your comment to see how many people have crazy mugs or try crazy new drinks. Like for me, one time I went to Starbucks and I'm a caramel latte type of guy, iced caramel latte. And I like the biggest size iced caramel latte, 6 pumps of vanilla, 2 pumps hazelnut. And that's just how I want my drink. And I was like, let me switch it up. Let me try to get their pink drink, just to switch it up because I see everybody get it. I mean, it was pretty good. I still like my caramel lattes, but it was good. It changed it up just to see how it was like. So change it up a little bit and just see how you like it. I mean, you never know. Just just see how it is. Just to mix your day up just a little bit. You never know. The funny thing is that just made me think of something. So once I turned my morning routine into like a little mini dance party. So I was brushing my teeth like I was a DJ. I was hitting dance moves while pouring my coffee then. And I swear my energy was instantly better. Like I was brushing my teeth and I was like while I was brushing my teeth. And then when I finished brushing my teeth, I was like dancing when I went into like the kitchen and everything to pour my coffee. And when I poured my coffee, I was still dancing. And when I finished pouring, I did like a little spin. And it was just like, it was energetic. I think I slept pretty good maybe that night before. I don't know, but I woke up energized and I kept that energy going. I got in the car, played some music, and it was like, it was a good energy. Now, granted, that day I didn't have to work. I was going to church, but even most of the time when I'm up and I'm going to church, I'm still tired, I'm drained, things, but I was energized, I was ready to go. But it's just the small, tiny things that you can do that'll just change your energy for the day and just make things better. So I'm just saying, just try it and it, trust me, just try it. I mean, and some other things, like try just doing ridiculous things, like because normal for real, it's overrated. Being normal is overrated. When was the last time like you did something just for like the fun of it? Like most people say they want to do more fun, but stay in the same safe zone of predictable activities. Random hobby roulette is one of the funnest things I've ever thought of. So when I think of random hobby roulette, what that is basically you get a jar or you get a hat or you get just something, a wheel you can create, or you can just do it a one-time thing. However you want to do it, where you take hobbies and you put a whole bunch of random hobbies that you've never done or a whole bunch of things you've never tried that you've always wanted to do, and you put them into a hat, you put them on a wheel and you just spin it and you draw at random. And it can be like archery, it can be pottery, it can be roller skating in your living room, it can be gardening, it can be going to a pottery club, it can be going to a book club, any random thing, and just doing it for like a week or like a month or however long you want to do it, or maybe it becomes a permanent hobby of yours, but just something you wanted to try and maybe do that every so often. And therefore it creates a random act or a random thing in your life that's so random but could be something fun, or it could be something you can knock off a bucket list. And instead of saying, oh, that's on my bucket list, that's on my bucket list, we all do that. I know I do it all the time. Like, oh, that's on my bucket list. And some things that's on our bucket list be so simple to achieve. We just don't do it. So doing random hobby roulette is like something that could really help us knock stuff off of our bucket list. So think about trying that. Like I really think it's something fun that I think could be very interactive, something that could be very entertaining and actually help us achieve different things and knock off different things that we've always wanted to try. Another silly thing I came up with, or maybe somebody else has already thought about it, but I just randomly thought about it and I said, why not? It's called silly social interaction. So now I know that it's something kind of like this already out there. What it is, You kind of go out in public and you compliment strangers in the most dramatic way. Basically, you see somebody out there and you be like, "Sir, your outfit is giving CEO of fashion, bruh." And that's just called silly social interactions. Like to where like maybe you and a group of friends. Now I wouldn't say do it all together because you don't want to scare a person. But it's like y'all just go out in public and you see somebody, especially like say you see somebody that's down or somebody that look like they sad, and just kind of like building somebody up. And you're just like, "Bruh, them shoes is nice," or "Bruh, your hair is fire," or "Bruh, I love your outfit," or "Girl, like that purse is fire." Like just, like just giving like silly, like out there, like dramatic compliments to people, because why not? Everybody loves a compliment. Sometimes it may be over the top, but we all like compliments. So why not give them? So silly social interactions. Why the hell not? Another one is a comedy challenge. So what that is you're challenge yourself to something that you may be bad at, or like try bad karaoke, attempt to bake something chaotic, like something that you know darn well that you cannot bake, that you are going to try anyways because hell, why not? At least you can say you tried. Or tell a joke so terrible that it's so good that you can't help but laugh. Or no matter who you tell it to, they're going to look at you like, I know they didn't just say that. So it's going to be an instant laugh. So it's like the comedy challenge where you're just go out, and whether you're with friends, if you want to be super adventurous and you want to go tell a joke to a random stranger, go for it. I'm not saying do that, but if you want to do that, go for it. I mean, it can be just like almost like the silly social interactions. I mean, if you want to do that, go for it. But hell, like bad karaoke is one of them. Like, you're bad at karaoke. You're like, but let's go to karaoke. I'm going to go sing anyways, even though I know I'm terrible at karaoke, but I'm going to sing anyways. It's just fun and it's different. It's changes up your daily routine. It changes up what you do. So why not just do it? It keeps you energized. It keeps you happy. It keeps you at peace. It changes up your daily routine. Trust me. So saying all of that made me think of something. I once tried to beatbox just because I was bored. And yes, it was definitely as terrible as you think, but that's not the point. We're not even going to talk about that right now. And no, I am not going to do it for you. So do not ask me to do it. But I laughed so hard. And honestly, that was the best part. It wasn't that I was trying to perfect it. It wasn't that I knew I was going to be good at it. It was just a simple fact that I tried and it was fun. It was like, oh, I'm going to beatbox. And I'm like, afterwards, I said, why the hell did I do that? Like, what really made me sit here and do that? I don't know, but it was fun. I laughed. I had a good time. And at that point, any issues I was having, any problems that was on my mind were instantly gone. And also, another time, I randomly decided to eat dinner in a medieval accent. Now, this one I might blame on some other things, but it was still a good time. So I decided to eat dinner in a medieval accent. I was fully committed to. I mean, bowing dramatically, calling my fork Excalibur, and demanding that my drink be refilled by an imaginary tavern keeper. It was ridiculous. But guess what? My whole family joined in. And when I say my family, I don't mean my actual family. It was just me and some friends, but we were out at a restaurant and we were just having it's when we used to have our random just our friends outings at restaurants, and I started doing it, and they looked at me, they said, "What are you doing?" I said, and I started talking to them, telling what I was doing, and before you knew it, all four of us was doing it, and it was a great time. The night was hilarious, all because I randomly decided to add some fun. So, like, I mean, like I said, they could have either looked at me and just laughed and said, "Bruh, what is wrong with you?" But no, they said, "Okay," joined in, and it was a good time. So just try to switch it up a little bit. Like I said, you never know what could happen unless you try it. Trust me. Another thing that you could try to do is Inject fun into social interactions. Good vibes are contagious. Be the one spreading them. Most people don't realize how much their energy affects conversations and environments. The energy that people give off and the energy that people feel and get from other people is so strong that it can literally change the whole feel of a room. Someone can walk into a room with a bad energy and literally change the whole environment. Like, that's how strong someone's energy is. So, one way to kind of help with that is try, and you seen things like this on like TikTok and on Instagram and on Facebook reels and stuff, where people having these theme nights and like theme hangouts where people choose colors, or people have like movie characters or something like that, where they bring like different snacks and different stuff like that, or drinks and stuff. So like theme hangouts, like turn normal hangouts into like experiences, like a formal wear for no reason dinner, or a mystery challenge day where like everyone picks a surprise activity, like where everybody, like maybe 4 or 5 or 6 people out your friend groups, y'all go make the whole day, like, and everybody has like a mystery activity did, whether it's like, oh, we're gonna jump rope, we're gonna go and we're gonna climb a mountain, and or we're gonna go and go shopping, or it's just an activity that each person has planned for a certain time span of that day, just to make it different and nobody knows what's going on, and it makes it more entertaining. So like try that. I mean, I'm telling you, it works. It keeps the friendship healthy, it keeps you healthy, it keeps your everyday activities healthy and energetic and lively. Also, everyone does this, but I think we need to do it more. Game night madness. Like, spice it up with weird challenges. Like, play Uno, but speak in medieval accents. If you guys haven't realized, I'm into like the medieval accent themes. So, if in case you're wondering, yes, I like the medieval accent themes. But like speaking medieval accents the whole time you're playing Uno, or while you're playing Uno, like switch up the rules a little bit. Like, so many people be so strict on playing all these games by the rules. That's the fun part when you're having game nights. Yes, there's rules to the games, but add your own twist to it. Add your own rules, add like fun games, or look up games that have been created by other people and try to implement those games into like game nights to make it more fun and energetic and interactive. Because playing the same old games every night where you know how the end outcome is going to come, or there's always going to be one winner, to where some games there could be multiple winners at different points. So, try to switch it up. Game night madness. Try it. I'm telling you, it's going to be fun. It works. Also, hype up your crew, bro. Like, be the friend who makes compliments in extreme sport. Like, hype them up. Yo, bestie, you are serving main character energy today, bruh. Like, that outfit, them pants, them shoes, that hat with them jacket, bruh, that chain, bruh, you are killing it. And let's not even talk about the smell. Like, bro, you smell like $1,000,000. Like, hype them up. Once I convinced my friend to have a dramatic reading night where we took turns reading social media comments as if we were Shakespeare actors. We laughed for hours. Like, it was pure joy from something so simple. Like, we literally just went on Facebook and went on like people's TikToks, and we found like funny videos and stuff like that that we just knew would have interesting comments, and we just read them in like Shakespeare accents, or we would find comments and we would maybe like proofread them, and we would kind of read them and how we felt like the person that wrote them was like reading it or thinking it when they wrote it. And it was just like very, very dramatic and fun. But like, we literally laughed the whole night. We even went out later that night and was still laughing, and we would mimic people in the bar when we would hear them say things, and we would mimic how they would. Like, it was just a night of fun. So it's like, try to switch things up. Like, people sometimes feel like some things are just stupid or dumb. Like, no, have fun, enjoy life while you can. because you don't know how much longer someone is going to be around, whether, and I don't mean death necessarily, but you don't know how much longer someone's going to be around to have this fun. They may move, they may get an opportunity to go somewhere else. Enjoy the time, enjoy your everyday activities, switch it up. Don't be that boring person that just doesn't do anything in life. Next, we are going to talk about romanticize your own life. Your life is a movie. You just have to see it that way. People think fun has to come from external events, when really it starts with perspective. Slow down and notice. Appreciate the tiny joy. Good food, golden hour lighting, and unexpectedly good parking spots. Main character energy. Dress like you're stepping into a scene. Take dramatic pauses. Act like your life has background music. Step out on that runway like you own every last step, every spotlight that hits you, every flash that takes a picture. You are the person. You are the one that needs to be seen. Act like your life has background music. I don't care if you walk and you got that tune playing in your head, because baby, sometimes I do it. I'll be walking up the aisle at work and just be in my head playing a little song on what I think it would sound like if I had my own background music. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with it. Be your best you. And never be afraid to take your own solo adventure. Take yourself out. Solo movie date. Fancy dinner date, random exploring with no plan. Take yourself on a trip. I'm going to take a day trip to the cabins for about 3-4 days. Just me, myself, and I. I'm going to take a day trip down to XYZ. I don't want nobody to come with me. I'm just going to go out and have a drink tonight at a random bar where hopefully I don't know anyone there. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with romanticizing yourself, self-love, self-care, taking care of yourself, but have fun while you do it. Don't just sit at home and do nothing. Go out, enjoy yourself. Self-care, personal care, but out and about having fun. One time, I walked through the city listening to an epic movie soundtrack, and I was pretending I was a lead character in an action movie. Was I actually doing anything cool? I thought I was, but probably wasn't. But did I feel legendary? I did. I really did. And then I even started listening to a song. I'm not going to say the name of it, and was actually walking down the street strutting to that song, singing it loud as hell probably. It's probably why I had some people staring at me, but I was in the zone. I was in my own world. I was being the best me. Like I was the main character in my own movie, and I made myself feeling good. And the funny part about it, in that moment of me doing that, getting personal, I was actually on my way to therapy. So the fact that I felt that positive about myself and that I felt that good about myself in that moment meant everything to me personally, because of what I was going through in that time. So never feel too stupid or crazy. Be you, be happy, do what in that moment in time is going to bring you joy. See, also, I once got caught in the rain, and instead of being annoyed, I imagine I was in a romantic movie where the lead character has a life-changing moment. Did I learn anything profound? Not really. I don't even know what the life-changing moment was, but it just felt right in that moment. And I had a lot of fun, like in the rain, just dramatically just standing there, like looking up in the sky, like, like, because in that moment, I could have gotten mad. I couldn't gotten upset. I could have been irritated, but there's nothing I could have done. I was stuck in the rain. I was already wet. So it was either be mad about it or deal with it. So I chose to just deal with it and went on about what I was doing. So that kind of just teaches you that sometimes you have to live outside of the norm. You have to live ridiculously. You have to live like everything is just new and extravagant, and just live and be the best you. Like, let's run it back real quick, because here are the 4 ways to inject more fun into your everyday life. The first, I know y'all remember, upgrading your routine. Don't let daily tasks feel dull. Add music, challenges, or a little extra creativity to make them exciting. Try something ridiculous. Shake things up by doing something out of the ordinary just for fun. The sillier, the better. Make those social interactions more fun. Whether it's themed hangouts, dramatic readings, or the over-the-top compliments, bring the vibe to the crew. Make the crew the vibe. Romanticize your life though. See your own life like it's a movie. Appreciate the small joys. Make every simple moment feel epic and like you are the main character. Look, fun isn't something that just magically appears. You have to create it. If you keep waiting for the next big trip or event to feel joy, you'll miss out on the magic happening right now, right in front of you. Your daily life deserves excitement, laughter, and adventure. So stop thinking fun is reserved for vacations and celebrations. Turn the ordinary into extraordinary. All right, my fellow pride, it's time to go add some fun into your day. Whether you dance while making your coffee, start a ridiculous hobby, or give someone a compliment so dramatic they remember it forever. Just do something unexpected today. Go forth, live boldly, adjust your crown, and I'll catch you in the next episode of the Royal Rant.